What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel as you tune in and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to react to a video that Rob Parker made. He made it a while ago, right? And the reason why I'm reacting to it now is because he said from the very beginning that, and a lot of people were saying that when the Lakers brought in JJ Redick, they got Luka and everything. It still wasn't going to, because of the way that the lineup is set up and everything, it still wasn't going to be able to make a big deal, right? A big difference. And also, and everybody also, a lot of people were saying that LeBron James basically was too old, right? And where are the people in LeBron James, his circle, that that are allowing LeBron James to go out in his career like this? There are some things that, in my opinion, that LeBron James can do to make his transition to life after basketball, like have it go smoother, rather than him being surrounded with all this turmoil and included in this debate, the GOAT debate, and bringing his son on, getting the son drafted, bringing the other guy, JJ Redick, to the Lakers. It's just a whole lot of stuff that's going on around LeBron James, whereas though you have a guy who's been in the league for 23 years. And at this point in his career, like, LeBron James should be, even if you disagree with some of the things that he's done, like throughout in the past, he should be at a point at this time where he should be basically doing his retirement tour, and he should be, people should be appreciating what LeBron, like the career he has had in the league. But that's not the situation. It's just because of the decisions that LeBron James is making. He's more polarizing than anything, right? And that's going to prevent LeBron James from getting the type of send off that he deserves, or that he should be getting at this point in his career. So with that being said, I want to play some audio. Now, Rob Parker made this a while ago, but it's still, it's still true to this very day. And it just goes to show, like, how LeBron James has surrounded himself with people that are just basically yes men. Like, whatever he want to do, nobody's like pushing against it, or nobody's advising LeBron James to go a different route. And he's, he just basically want to do things because he think he can do it, or he think he can get away with it. So let's listen to Rob Parker. And I want to react to what, because this was made a couple months ago, but it still rings true today.
And try to protect LeBron James, because of course whenever he loses, it's because they have a flawed roster, and because of the coaches are good, right? Darvin Ham was the problem, and he went out and got JJ Redick, who had no experience, and he's going to learn on the job, who blew game 4 when he played the same 5 players the entire second half, who didn't make any adjustments. Did you see Rudy Gobert? Or should I say Will Chamberlain? 27 points, 24 rebounds. Hello, is this on? 24 rebounds in a playoff? There was nobody there. No rim protector. We talked about it. I told you time and time again, I didn't buy into the Lakers. Do you remember? They were asking me to apologize to JJ Redick, because the Lakers were rolling when they got Luka. Oh my God, they stole Luka. Did you see Luka standing there on defense like a statue? People blowing by him left and right. The Timberwolves attacked him because, yes, he can score points, but he gives them up on the other end. Nico Harrison, you guys dragged that dude, the GM of the Mavericks, through the mud. He stinks. How did he make that trade? Nico Harrison slept like a baby last night, saying that this is what he was talking about, to win a championship.
See, all right, so now I played that part right there so I could really, like, this just goes into the decision making, not of just LeBron James' circle, but the Lakers in general. Like, they're just making decisions that I don't think with it, they're taking into account, like, the future of the Lakers, I thought that if you brought LeBron James on, in my opinion, I mean, if you brought Luka on, in my opinion, then you really should be trying to move on from LeBron James. And for some reason, they held on to both of these guys. And in my opinion, it's just not a match. The chemistry for these two guys, I think that basically, number one, neither one of them play defense. Number two, the like the chemistry between these guys is just not there. Both of these guys are ball dominant, so basically they just take turns shooting the ball, right? But let me go into some more of what Rob Parker has to say.
You got to play some defense. You can't play just one side of the court. And my biggest point of all in saying all of this is very simple. In LeBron James's last 3 appearances in the playoffs, the last 3 with the Lakers, he is now 2-12. 2-12. 2-12 with Anthony Davis, and 2-12 with Luka. Really? So he's had AD and Luka on his squad, and he's 2-12 in the NBA playoffs. And he looked all of 40 last night. I got one message to LeBron James. A, you deserve all of this because you keep messing around with the teammates, the roster. At least you won a championship with AD. Messing around with the roster, messing around with the coaches. Told Darvin Ham, who took you to the Western Conference Finals and won an in-season tournament, you'll hang a banner. He was no good. You get your podcast partner, J.J. Redick, with no experience, and guess what? He got out-coached and looked terrible. And you can point to J.J. Redick, but the bottom line remains LeBron James should retire. Pull the plug. 40 years is enough. You're 40 years old. How long do you want to play? You want to keep losing? You want to not get to the point where you're not even making the playoffs? Is that the end game?
And see, let me just say this, right? And that's why a lot of people are saying that LeBron James, all he can do at this point is just stat pad, like get his numbers and stuff up. And it is time for him to pull a plug, because if LeBron James can't go to a team that's in contention and do anything for them but hurt their lineup. So it's not like, like LeBron James is going to be in demand. Like, OKC wouldn't need him. Houston wouldn't need him. Denver, they wouldn't need him. New York wouldn't need him. Detroit, anybody that is in contention or in trying to go into the playoffs, like he wouldn't bring anything or put them in a position where as though they'd be able to get over the hump. And so I said this on several occasions, that the longer LeBron James play, the worse it is going to be for his legacy. And that's because he just exposes himself as somebody who's just stat padding, and it becomes obvious that winning to him is not his main goal, and so that's what sets him apart from Mike, Magic Bird, Kobe, anybody, all those guys back in the day who was chasing rings. It just sets him apart from all those guys. And the longer he plays, it just becomes more obvious. And the LeBron James fans can't argue anything other than that. All they have to have, they can hang their hat on his stats, but winning, being, caring about the game, they can't really debate that.
LeBron, stop it already. What are you trying to do? Because if you think the longer you play, you're actually going to get closer to Michael Jordan, I'm here to tell you, the longer you play and the more you lose, the worse off it gets. Most people don't think that you're the GOAT anyway. But after these last 3 years, how can anybody in their right mind think LeBron James is the GOAT when he's 2-12 and been knocked out of the playoffs in his last 3 first round? Really? Is that where we are? Come on, man.
See, I gotta agree with Rob Parker right there, right? Because like he said, he's not close to Mike, not Magic, not Bird, not Isaiah, in my opinion, Kobe, Tim Duncan, none of those guys. He's not close to those guys. Only, like I said, when it comes down to the stats, yeah, he got a lot of those guys beat when it comes down to the stats. But it's just time for him to go. It's just the longer he plays, it just becomes more and more obvious that he just want to set himself up in the books as, with these numbers. But it's not looking good for LeBron.
Stop it. Pull the plug. Even Tom Brady eventually had to just pull the plug. Pull the plug on it. It's ugly going to fugly. Enough. Oh, wait till next year. You think he's going to get better defensively or have more energy in the fourth quarters as he gets older? It doesn't even make sense to me. You don't get better.
And that's the thing. I already said that I think that LeBron James probably should play like about 4 minutes a quarter, maybe, or like 16 to 20 minutes a game. And, just have him out there just going, when he out there, just have him giving his maximum effort, and then just sit him down. Try to conserve as much energy. Maybe he can help you out in the, coming down the stretch in the fourth quarter. But for a lot of that, you gotta, LeBron James can't be effective for too long on the court.
When you get older, you get slower, tired, and more tired. Go rewatch the tape and watch the game from last night. It was bad. The time has come. And if LeBron can't do it, I hope he has some friends or minions or maybe even his family to say, hey, it's time to come on home. You've done enough. What more do you want? Alex.
Yeah, and that's the thing to me. Like, who is around LeBron James that's just not telling him, giving him all this advice, or, making it so he can play and continuously just I think, in my opinion, I just think he's destroying his legacy. And it's becoming more, the longer he played, like I said, it's becoming more and more obvious. You get more and more pushback from players, from fans. And I think eventually the media is going to buy into, is going to start to, expose LeBron James. So, and that's why I wanted to play this clip from Rob Parker, because he made this some months ago, but it's just becoming more and more obvious the longer that LeBron James play, that he's ruining his legacy. And I don't know why he think, like he might be getting some temporary gratification out of it, like his son is being able to play. He was able to get JJ Redick in the league. But other than that, man, once all of this is over with, I don't think history is going to reflect too well on LeBron James when it comes to this. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.